Welcome to the Holly Area Community Show. I'm Jody, your host, and I'm here with Linda Pagankoff, who is actually one of the counselors that comes to the REACH office and helps us out with clients. So welcome to the show, Linda.
Thank you.
And we're actually here in one of the counseling offices that Linda works in. And Linda, you've been with REACH since, was it this summer?
Yep, actually I started with you probably late July. Early August.
Yes, and for REACH and for the community, it's been such a blessing because you're able to offer services during the daytime, but you've also been really flexible with evenings and occasionally on Saturdays. Even.
Absolutely, absolutely. I enjoy working evenings, and I do have some people coming in on Saturdays. And another thing too is if there's been a couple of crises that have come about while I've been here, and I've been very happy to take that on as well. So working with REACH has been a wonderful, wonderful experience.
Oh, it's been great for us too because you're helping the staff and the people that we serve with some of the familiar topics that can affect many of us because we all go through situations where we need some help. So what we're going to talk about later is seasonal affective disorder. But for now, in case people don't know who you are, you don't live too far from where this office is, I understand.
Correct. I live about 13 miles south of Holly, near Rolog. We actually hear the train when it's during, what is that?
During the steam threshers?
Steam threshers, yeah. Yep, so we live pretty close to there. We live on a small hobby farm. Oh. And our kids went to school and graduated from here. So,
are you a native of Holly, or?
No, actually, we moved here in '94. My husband was transferred with Case Corporation.
Okay.
So we moved from Wisconsin and just picked everybody up and came with our horses and kids, and here we are.
Here you are. Do you still have horses?
Yes, we do.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Now we have the grandchildren, so now the grandchildren are bringing home horses and chickens.
And horses are very therapeutic too.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I have been doing some research on doing some therapy with horses and children as well.
So how exciting.
That might be upcoming in the future sometime.
Right. And so you classify yourself as a counselor, or what's your official title and your credentials, shall we say?
I'm actually a licensed clinical social worker, which is I do in-home therapy, I do family therapy, and individual therapy. So.
Oh, wonderful. And so in addition to your private practice, I know you also worked with the state or something?
Yep, I did that. I worked with social workers to help them achieve their training that they need to have. And worked with 24 counties and I think 3 tribes to help them, to assist them with their training and their social workers and things.
Oh, we're so lucky to have someone with your experience, and I know some of your clients have said that you're easygoing manner, you're easy to talk to, and you're just such a blessing to have here, like I said. So
well, thank you.
We're going to take a little break, and then we're going to talk about seasonal affective disorder, which I know I've struggled with, and I know so many people have. So we're going to take a little break and come back.
Thank you.
And we're back with Linda Pagankoff, one of our counselors at REACH. And we're here to talk about a topic that I know I've struggled with every winter, and it's called seasonal affective disorder. So first of all, what is seasonal affective disorder?
Well, it's actually a type of depression, and you would recognize it if a certain time every year you start to feel lethargic, moody, your energy would start lacking, and you just don't feel very well. A lot of times your serotonin decreases due to the lack of sunshine.
Like the chemical in your brain, serotonin?
Right,
yeah.
Right. And then also melatonin is another one that can decrease, and that affects your sleeping patterns and your mood as well. So.
Yes, and like I said, probably about 10 years ago I started to notice that in the wintertime I just wasn't sleeping as well. But I've also heard people say that they sleep longer and more, so it can kind of go either way, or
absolutely, absolutely, it can do both. It's a disruption of how you feel. You're just, it's more than like the winter blues. It's more, it's less subtle than that.
Mm-hmm. And I know I used to work in nursing homes, and I noticed right around February, if anyone had anxiety or depression or behavior problems, they would start to get worse and worse. So you're thinking that this is maybe in relation to the serotonin and the lack of sun?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
So we talked a little bit about symptoms. Are there any other symptoms that people would normally see?
There are, and sometimes the symptoms can become very complicated, and you could have maybe suicidal thoughts or tendencies, or you may move towards substance abuse, but that's really getting to be the extreme. Most of us would probably suffer from, like, you'd feel hopelessness or anxiety, loss of energy, social isolation. Now, and if it's really extreme, then it's extreme social isolation. And again, most of us don't go to the extreme.
Sure.
But it's just something to look for. It can be weight gain.
Looking for changes of feeling differently than you would feel when the weather is nicer.
Right, right, because you feel better when there's sunshine, and again, that all is affected by your serotonin.
Well, it's amazing how it can, even on a day like today, this particular day, there's a blue sky, and I feel the energy.
Absolutely.
Whereas if it's gray, it just seems like so many people are just flatlining.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and that's a type of, and we call it SAD or SAD. That's the type of depression that it is.
Okay. So are there some people that are more at risk than others, or?
There is, and sorry to say, females have a tendency.
That's me.
That's you. That's me. We certainly have a tendency to have more of seasonal affect. Males do too, but it just seems, for whatever reason, it just seems to hit us more.
Interesting.
Another thing is, I think, just being in Minnesota, they always say the farther you are from the equator, the more the tendency would be to have seasonal affect. Well, we're very far from the equator, so
the sun just isn't strong enough for us.
It's not. And a lot of times, even when it's nice in the wintertime, we still have so many cloudy days that sun just does not, get through to us. So.
Okay. So when is it time, if people are aware of some of these things, when is it time to seek intervention, and what are some things that people can do?
I think actually it's time to seek intervention when it really starts to affect your life. If you're feeling so crummy in the morning, you just, don't feel like you can get out of bed, or, during the day your spirits aren't getting lifted, that's usually, no matter what type of depression you may be suffering from, or maybe starting to get, the good, an easy way to kind of take a look at it is just to say, is it affecting my life? Am I able to come and go from work? Is it, just affecting me a little bit? Or is it starting to make a difference? And then that's, and there's some things you can do. You can try to make your environment a little brighter, get those curtains pulled back, and
we brought a light box here too,
absolutely.
And I want people to see that. I actually brought it from my own home. I've used that, and some people will even bring this to work.
Absolutely.
I never brought it to work, but when I would get ready in the morning, I'd have this light on me, because that's the main culprit in this.
Right. Absolutely. And if you can't get outside, even if you can sit by the light of a window and read, or just get that sunshine, it makes a difference. It really does. Get outside if you can, take a walk. The best thing I think we can do is to take a vacation. We can't always do that, but if we can get to someplace warm,
Well, great, and I know there's a lot of good information online, and you have some great information, so if anyone ever needs more, they can go call us at 483-3145. Linda Pegakoff, thank you so much.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Yes.
Take care.
Until next time.